The AliExpress August 2020 sale is finally here. 5 days of absolute consumer bliss. Here's my 20 picks and remember to save that money. Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's that time of year again. AliExpress has done a fantastic sale. There's only 5 days left. I've already seen some YouTube videos talking about the sale, recommending watches to all the subscribers. So as you know, we're all incentivized, so it's a fantastic time for us to cash in on that commission by using our links in our description. So I like to keep it real. If you like anything, use the link in the description. You're not paying anything more. We get a bit of a kickback, which we, to be honest, most of the viewers, the YouTube's content creators, watch reviewers, we do use it towards the channel. Nobody's really making anything substantial unless you're one of the big boys. I think one of the benefits though with the watch reviewers giving you videos like this is, apart from we make a lot more commission than we normally would, it's the fact that we've had hands-on experience with a lot of watches. I had to make a video a few months back where it was about tips and tricks on how to use AliExpress and how to buy. It may seem silly, but not everyone is as well informed as most people. So a lot of people just want you to feed them, what should I buy? Just give me the link, whatever. For those of you that are there, that know what you're looking at, know how you're buying, this video probably won't do you any benefit. But what I also try and do, find the cheapest link and find something different, look at the reviews, see what could be a good watch. I myself have made a couple of purchases on this sale. So without further ado, let's take you over to the AliExpress store, show you a few of the details, a few of the watches. I think 10 plus watches that I think are really interesting and worth purchasing. They're also very cheap and they've got quite a large discount. What I noticed just before the sale, when you can actually see the price and what it's going to be on for sale, a lot of the brands, you're only saving £2-3. So I think the beauty in this sale is actually from AliExpress, because they give you the additional coupons. So a lot of the watches that I will be showing, you actually save up to £15-20, if not more on some of them. So in dollars, that equates to roughly maybe $30-35. And out of this sale, obviously the sellers, they can't support that price. So while you can get it, get it. Okay, let's go to AliExpress, see what's what. Right, we are on the AliExpress store. Now I've broke down my selection into two things. What I'm going to recommend and then honorable mentions. So if you open the first wish list, you'll see what I've got here. And I am going to go into every single watch, tell you the price and just a couple of sentences on that. So, but I am aware, now the sale price that you see, the watches are actually cheaper once you go into there. And that's because AliExpress provides coupons. Now, I'm not too sure if the coupons are related to your buyer level, because you can go through levels, I think bronze, silver, gold, platinum, whatever. So I might have more coupons than another person. I'm not too sure on that. But if that isn't the case, the watches that I've picked here, as I mentioned in the intro, that I've tried to find the ones which give you the most discount and which therefore increases the value of the item. Is more value for money. Let's start off with the first one, San Martin, and this is the Sinn Homage, the Sinn T1. And San Martin actually called this the SN064. The fantastic thing with this is it contains the PT 5000 movement. If you don't know what that is, just a quick couple of sentences on that. It's basically a high beat movement from China, which has been claimed to be certified in Germany. Now that claim is not from San Martin or a Chinese website, it's from the Gekoto website. And I think if you do check it out, it does check out. So you've got a high beat Swiss inspired movement. It's a copy of the ETA 2824. The price that San Martin are selling this at, if we just go through the options, so it actually works out to be £142 for this watch. for the movement within there. I actually have done a review on this watch. I've got it in my bank. I will release it very soon. Amazing watch. The finish is perfect. I mean, the movement, the bezel, it is very different to something which, you know, I've been reviewing in the past. It is very different. Next one, I've mentioned this watch in the previous AliExpress sale video. I keep getting drawn to this watch because the Homage is the Seiko Presage cocktail. I have that Presage cocktail in my collection, so I want to get this in and do a side-by-side comparison, because to date I haven't seen a good enough homage to the Seiko Presage cocktail. I think this might be a contender. It shares a lot of similarities, and I have purchased this watch from this sale, so hopefully I should be seeing it in a couple of weeks. The price point for this, you are looking at just below £80 for an NH35 sapphire crystal, homaging a, you know, such a classical prestigious watch like the Seiko Presage, something which looks absolutely beautiful. The price is absolutely perfect. Third one on the list, this is the reissue Air Force Pilot chronograph, the reissue of the 1963. This is in a different color option that we're normally used to. We're normally used to that beigey green pilot chronograph, 19 jewel movement. That's what it says, but I think it's a 21 jewel because it does the ST1901 Seagull movement. Interesting note on this watch, you can't see it in the pictures, but you need to go into the customer reviews, which by the way are 5-star out of 34. The watch does actually have that gooseneck modification, which I mentioned in my latest video on that 38mm mechanical chronograph from Sugess. Now, hopefully you can see this picture. Zoom in, you see the gooseneck modification right on the top there. What are they selling it for? If we just go into the options, and for £132, fantastic price for such a really nice vintage looking watch. I think the color combination, that chocolate brown strap, the beige dial, gold, black panda dial, it just suits the watch really well, gives it such a classical vintage look. Third one on the list, Ciga design. The only way I know about this watch, to be honest, is time to time I go through my live orders that I've gone through my AliExpress links, and I came across this, which a couple of people have bought. Quick overview, full skeletonized watch, skeletonized dial. It looks to be really well made. You've sapphire crystal, it uses a Seagull movement. It doesn't specify which one exactly. It's got it runs at 21,600 beats an hour, so it's going to be similar to a Seiko NH35, but made by Seagull. Personally for me, it doesn't tingle my watch taste buds at all. It's not something which I would buy. However, the price point is really good for something like this. If you look at the reviews, 37 orders, 5-star. Out of those 37, 13 have actually written a review or gave some feedback, and they rate it 5 stars. Price for this is £94. Fantastic value for money from what I can see. The packaging is awesome. It's one of the best package watches that I've seen coming out of AliExpress. So if they're paying that much attention to detail on packaging, I'll see no reason why they won't pay the same amount of detail, if not better, to the actual watch. Heimdallr 62 mass bronze. We know about this watch, so I'm not going to say anything about it except the price. This is not from the Heimdallr store, it's from a store called Stanley Watch Store. Check them out. And on sale, you can get this watch for £132. Crazy price. Now, just a comparison, I have got it in my honorable mentions. The San Martin 62 mass, even on sale, is still sitting at £162. Yes, it comes with a stainless steel bracelet, and it might be justifiable to put that extra 30 quid in there, but just bringing it back to the Heimdallr, it does serve its own purpose. It's nice in its own way, and 132, grab that price, grab that watch. Next on the list is the one that I recently reviewed. It's the Sugess mechanical chronograph, 38mm Seagull ST1901 movement with that gooseneck mod. And I reviewed the one with the white dial. I have ordered the beige, which is en route. It comes with black dial, a few different colors. Price on this, you are looking at 126. The link in the video which I posted, the watches were sitting at 150. So you're getting quite a substantial amount of discount. And again, it is facilitated by AliExpress coupons. So I don't know if that is available to every single person. So please let me know what kind of prices you're seeing, if the same prices that I'm saying on this video. Move down to the San Martin. I first saw this watch on WR Watches, and then San Martin posted it up on the AliExpress store. So this is the 6105 8000 Turtle Homage, and this is known as the Black Warrior edition. Comes black on black, truly stealth, something which I haven't seen before on a watch. You've got fantastic color options, whereas rather than color the dial and the watch, they've colored the loom. So you got yellow, green, red, blue options. The the red and the yellow won't last as long as the blue and the green. However, just because they tried something different, I think is a fantastic option to have a look at. The price on this one, you are looking at 149, just say 150, and you're saving a tenner from the listed price. Last one now, and this one is my pick for this video. I came across this on a shop which has the Steeldive logo in the top left corner, and it just caught my eye for some reason. It does give you some sort of Panerai homage look to it. However, looking at it, I think that the engraving, the little details they've done on the watch, they do stand out to me for some reason. I don't know why. The bezel looks great. You've got what looks to be, from the pictures, a sandwich style dial possibly, and then you've got these beautiful looking hands, quite odd. You know, you got the orange seconds, and I think that's what sold it for me. And this color option looks fantastic on a leather strap. Interesting point, 500 meters of water resistance with a helium valve. I think that's crazy. And with that, you're going to have to make a bit of a sacrifice on the dimensions, as it is 16 mil thick. But I think what the watch, if it is as good as it looks in hand, I think the specifications are fantastic. NH35 movement, sapphire glass, you know, your usual. 144. I think the watch does look something different, and it's definitely worth looking at. Honorable mentions, let's go into it. So we've got the Proxima Marine Master, one of the best looking Marine Masters out on AliExpress in my opinion, and with certain options depending which one you want. It's starting price at £150. Fantastic price. It's not that much of a discount, if I'm honest, but it's still a small amount, so you still save a bit of money here. San Martin, as mentioned just previously, and this one is sitting at, the sapphire version is 156, so sorry, £26 over the Heimdallr. Great saving. Of course, we're going to mention Steeldive. We're not going to talk about it. I've talked to death about Steeldive, to be honest. And the prices you're looking at, £83 as low as. So fantastic purchase. Parnis, I haven't bought a Parnis for a long time, but I've been keeping an eye on the designs. They seem to be using a lot more Seagull movements now, and they have stopped chasing Pagani. In my opinion, you don't see as many Rolex homages coming out. At one point, it was Fleiger, Parnis, and Pagani, just, you know, going after each other. I like what they've done. I like Pilot watches, and Pilot watches are a big hit with you, the subscribers out there. And I think this looks quite different. And I think the build quality, just from pictures, it looks pretty good. Reviews, 5-star reviews. Price, you are looking at £44. That is absolutely nuts. You've got a mechanical movement, hand winding, and you've got the usual specs, I'm assuming, sapphire crystal, etc, etc. Further on down, Steeldive Submariner. Now, every man and his dog has homaged a Submariner. Steeldive, I've got one. The price on the Steeldive one will set you back to £65, and at that price point, I think it'll be interesting to see how it compares against the Pagani design Submariner. I don't know if it's going to be different enough for it to be just that much better. Pagani it's quite difficult to beat at that price point as it is. Next one down, we've got the Addies, which I think Addies just use Steeldive watches and just put their own dial in there. I'm pretty sure they do that. Anyway, they've got the Tuna. About the Tuna, one of the best Steeldive watches that come from Steeldive. The case itself that they use is one of the best out there. I've had no issues with it. I've bought many of them. The bezel action is so smooth. I've done a review on this, so you can see in my video. I think it's a fantastic watch. Homage is such a legendary watch, and they do a really good job. And you don't need to spend a lot of money, I don't think, at all. And talking about money, you can pick these up for £76. Oh my god, I sound like one of those TV commercials selling stuff. 76 quid, crazy money. I sell these watches on eBay and stuff. I could never sell it at that price myself, to be honest. Moving on, the Steeldive 1962, which is a 62 mass. Now, I had some good feedback, had some negative feedback. The negative being people felt the case was too thick. I feel the same way. The dial is actually really nice. The loomed indices, the batons used, very nice, very clear, large enough. And I like the crown on it, especially. It's thick and gives you a good grip on it. Downside, no stainless steel bracelet and the thickness as mentioned. However, the positives, some people didn't mind that at all. And you can get this for £117. Really good. Another last two now. Escapement time, NH35, and this is a Pilot Fleiger. You got Type A, Type B. Honest Watch Reviews, known as Viper Watch Reviews. He's reviewed a few Escapement time watches. Very good reviews, and I think the watches are really well built. They've hit this price point of a very budget watch, and they're giving you something really well built. They use the normal specification, sapphire, etc., etc. For me, one of the defining features of this watch is, and I apologize if you can't see it, it's the way I've had to crop the whole video. This crown, this almost cupcake shaped crown, I think that's one of the nicest features I've seen on a watch. That's the nicest crown I've seen. And it comes with the Type A, Type B dials, and the loom looks fantastic in the pictures. Obviously, there we go. Let's see, escapement time. So Viper Reviews has rated this himself, and the reviews are there to watch. So fantastic watch, and let's have a look. £65, no brainer, guys, no brainer. Last but not least, there is another one that just popped into my head. Cadisen. I'm just giving you alternatives to the Pagani Submariners. They've done their own Submariner. Pictures wise, it looks pretty good. And specifications, I think the same as the Pagani. Just give you the price on £42. It's cheaper than the Pagani. So pictures wise, I think just gauging it, I mean, you've got 135 orders, all 5-star. There's a chance it could be better than the Pagani. The only downside to the Pagani for me was it was a little bit thick, a little bit big. But the main thing was the bezel. It was just not nice enough, to be honest. And the bracelet could do with a bit of work as well. And partly that was because I don't like Submariner cases personally. There is one more. Now there is one more, and I've got it here. This is the Cadisen. Let's go in. Sorry, so the Cadisen. Pardon me, I'm trying to find what the model number is. Well, whatever it is, the link will be in the description. So Cadisen's got sapphire, 24 jewel movement, whatever. Here's what the site is telling you, the sales pitch. For me, the defining feature of this watch and why I think people should buy it, it's the fact that it uses one of Miyota's latest movements, which is the 9015. It's a 24 jewel movement, but it's a high beat movement. So I think that'd be really interesting to look at. And it's fantastic that they can put such a high grade movement in a watch like this. Now, this is a true dress watch because the design on the dial is very minimal. And I think you've just about got a date function, which they should not even have put a date function in there. It would have been fantastic. Price point on this, let's have a quick look. £76. 76 up, speechless. with the Miyota 9015. If you know about movements, that is one of the nicest movements out there. A lot of these, especially the Chinese, let's just say, quote, high-end pieces use the Miyota 9015. Reef Tiger also use regulated Miyota 9015, so very accurate movements. All in all, fantastic. Reviews wise, you had 180 customer reviews, people that have actually fed back, and you got a 4.8 rating. So you can tell it's a fantastic watch. I do apologize if I'm going on a bit. I wanted to keep it minimal, but with so many fantastic watches out there, it's quite difficult, and my honorable mentions seem to be longer than my actual recommendations. It is what it is. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and until I see you on the next video.